chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. If you have not hit the like button, hit that like button for me, please. Let me play that countdown one more time. Let me grab me a water. It is 108 degrees here. And yeah, so come on in, hit the like button. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with. All right. Welcome. Thank you guys again for joining me. I am going to say some hellos. I just saw Melanin's picture over there on Instagram. Looking cute, sis. I don't know if you're in the chat. I'm not looking at the chat yet. But welcome. Shout out to my cutie mods in the building. Teresa for being here first, as always. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. Bridget J. Girl, what's going on? Thank you as well for being here. I appreciate you. I think I saw Linda Gamble as well. Linda Gamble, I hope you're feeling better. And yes, there she is. Thank you. All right, let me say some quick hellos. My apologies. I've been wanting to talk about this since last week. A couple of you guys know, especially if you are a member of mine, that I lost my fur baby over the weekend. And I'm even more pissed at this crazy heifer that you see right here on my thumbnail. We'll get into everything, okay? And so that's why I've been absent. But I appreciate you guys. Shout out to my Patroni cuties and cutie crew for joining me last night on Patreon. I appreciate you guys. All right, let me see who else in the building. Gia is here. Hey, Gia. Let's Be Clear is here. Hey, sis, how are you? Welcome. Mama V in the building. Thank you for being here. Innocent Instigator, thank you so much. You at work? Okay. I appreciate you for dropping down. Hit that like button for me. Neva P. Hey, Neva. How are you? Happy Monday to you, sis. Thank you for being here. It's me, Wanda Marie is here. Thank you for being here. Hey, Vi. Happy Monday to you as well, sis. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Hello, Felicia. How are you? No name face. How are you? My sis Titi in the building. Hey, Titi. I just responded to you, child. I loved every bit of it. Okay. Pat H is here. What up, though, Pat H? Pat and Titi. I want to talk to you guys. I think it'll be Wednesday about that sad, unfortunate story that happened in, the D. And it's about the grandmother with the kids in the car. So I'll do that Wednesday evening, members only. I got a lot on my schedule this week. but I want to talk to you guys about it especially. Okay. Who else in the building? Lavinia. Hey, Lavinia. Good evening to you as well. Thank you, Neva. Completely heartbroken, as you can understand. With you guys being members for the past couple years, you guys know how I feel about my fur babies. So, as I mentioned, fur babies are on the list. Okay. And the fur baby that's on the list tonight is Big Tigger's fur baby, as well as other things. Thank you. Thank you. It's me, Wanda Marie. Yes, ma'am, sis. I'll go ahead and share my little fur baby publicly real quickly. But completely heartbroken. Completely heartbroken. Yeah. Yeah, she lived a good spoiled life is what I would say. But let me show you guys my fur baby real quickly. I can't keep up on the screen, child, because I'll lose it again. Shout out to my cutie crew sisters. You guys know I love me some you. But it's me, Wanda Marie. This is my fur baby. And I do have one other fur baby left, my boy dog. But this was my Chloe. You see how long she's been with me. And yeah, had an illness that hit her out of the blue. And unfortunately, took her own home to doggy heaven. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. Let me get this off my screen, child, because I cannot. But anyway, we discussed last week. I believe it was members only. Oh, I got to be careful because now my other dog looking around for a child. He didn't got up. I believe I've discussed this in members only. How Big Tigger's wife attempted to flee with his child and her 4-year-old. Now, the child that was screaming, Mr. Tigger, Mr. Tigger, I don't know who he was with. I believe the grandmother, but she was on the run, child. You guys should know about that. And she was caught. All right there on that South Carolina border. She is still locked up and will be. But she's still locked up in Georgia. That could take up to 90 days before she's extradited to Baltimore on that outstanding missing child kidnapping warrant. Okay. And as I mentioned, Teresa, don't make me hurt you. Okay. Teresa, please, sis, please sit down. You trying to make me hit my goal. That's for my regular folks. Shout out to my sis Teresa. Love me some you. Thank you so very much. And I do have a goal, $5 and up. And what you get with that gold is my spin that ish. Shout out to my cutie mom, my cutie sis Teresa. I appreciate you, sis.
Spend that shit. Spend that shit. Spend that shit, baby. Spend that shit. Woo!
Now sit down, okay? But anyway, it could take up to 90 days before they extradite Alicia to Baltimore. Now, this will be a topic of mine that I'm going to be discussing because I'm all up and through all of those docs. But we're going to go through the most interesting one right now. Okay. And then as I go, that's when I will continue to download and pay for them. But what I want to go through with you guys is the emergency motion that Big Tigger D. Morgan filed. And I want to go through line by line, item by item, because I need you guys to know. And I should put a goal. Let me do a quick poll. Let me do a quick poll. Let's see. Let's see, guys. Because by the end of this live, I want to know if things have changed for you. So I believe that I asked this before in my members only, but I'm going to ask you again now. Let's see. Okay, and child, I ain't even call him Big Tigger anymore. Mr. Tigger. And let's see here. I'm gonna be nice. I'm not gonna put what I was about to put for the wife. All right, so I'm going to start this poll. I'm going to end it before we get out of here. And I'm going to put up another poll, another one, because after all of these details, and look, you may have heard and synced this. You haven't heard it and synced it over here. So again, forgive me. I had this scheduled for Thursday or Friday. I don't know. But as I mentioned, you guys know about my fur baby. Oh my goodness. Leah's grandma and Danya. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now you're gonna get the I deserve. You're gonna get the I deserve. Thank you so much, sis. You know I'm counting down till I get a chance to see you face to face in September. I appreciate you. I'm gonna go ahead and honor these two super chats from Leah's grandma and Danya, and then we're gonna get into it. But feel free to donate, child. But thank you, Aaliyah's grandma. My sis said, I deserve.
I deserve to be. I deserve. I deserve.
Oh, child, Mama D makes me cackle every time. Thank you, Leah's grandma. Shout out to my big sis, another that will be invading Florida. And you know I can't wait. I can't wait to see you all. But you know I cannot wait to see my big sis. Thank you so much. Okay, you put you deserve in there as well. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in here. Mama D again.
I deserve to be. I deserve. I deserve.
All right, all right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. However, let's go ahead and get started. All right. I am going to go through these details. I will drop the link mid live. But we're gonna go through again line by line. There is a poll that I want you to participate in and answer right now. Whose side are you on, Mr. Tigger or the wife, the cuckoo for Cocoa Puff's wife, Alicia? Go ahead and participate in the poll for me. And then I'm going to put it up again at the end because I want to know. But hey, Simone, thank you for being here, sis. Shout out to anybody that came in after I said my initial hellos. I appreciate you guys. All right, let's go ahead. And first, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I hope you guys can see this. I'm going to go ahead and drop down to the bottom, which will give you guys a little more viewing space. But as I mentioned, back on the 7th of July, Mr. Tigger filed an emergency motion, and that emergency motion was for temporary custody and exclusive possession of his residence, as well as vehicles that are separate from the wife. Okay, and when I tell you this is so deep and creepy, it really, really is. But we'll go through the, the lightweight stuff first, and then we'll get to some of the things that the wife did. And, I respect everybody's opinion. Again, make sure you participate in that poll. However, as for me, from the beginning, I don't know if it's spirit or discernment. I don't know what it is, child. I said that chick is cuckoo. And it's a shame because she's very accomplished. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, okay? But anyway, I'm gonna scan through this. So we'll just go through the statements, okay? But Mr. Tigger filed for divorce on July 11, 2026. That was 2 months after the first alleged incident where we know she came out here with the gash on her eye and all of that. Let me put my banner up, guys. That happened in May. He filed for divorce in July. So we'll go through the statements. That was the first one. Number 2, they were married October 18th of 2025. Okay. Now, something that we have not gotten to yet in these documents, with them being married October 18, 2025, Tigger, child, I'm meant to do some things. Tigger initially filed for divorce in February. In February. So 3 to 4 months later, he had already had enough. And I know he kicking his own arse for not sticking with that. Because had he done that, he wouldn't be in the situation that he's in now. I do want to click here though, real quickly. Tigger is back to work, guys. He is back to work. He is doing personal ads over on his Instagram page, and I'm happy to see that. Now, we will find out how long he'll be off of work from V103, but I'm happy to see, number one, him being in good spirits. I'm also happy to see his child is with him. Now, I'm going to click on this and click off real quick. But that baby that you just saw briefly is the child that he shares with Alicia. You'll see in these documents, though, that he did lose custody for a couple days, okay, based off of everything that's going on. But they shared this home in Atlanta. I just blacked out that address. But Alicia has two other residences in Atlanta. She has an apartment in Atlanta, and she has a home in Dakula. I never heard of Dakula in Forsyth County, Georgia, where she previously lived before moving into his home. So Tigger is letting the people know down there at the courthouse she has no right to my home, which was granted to her temporarily based off of that temporary restraining order. They do have one minor child that was born in 25. She is the mother of four children. You guys should know that. The oldest is still missing, allegedly. May have been located from what I heard somewhere else. I'll come to you guys with that later in the week. But four kids. She got two daughters, two boys. The oldest kid again is missing. Then we heard the son, Mr. Tigger, on that video. Then she has a 4-year-old daughter that she named the same name as the daughter that's missing, red flag. And then the son by Mr. Tigger. Now, I'm about to be messy real quick. Let me find it in my phone because this person caught herself dropping down and look, losing my fur baby or not, I will get at you. Let me find this comment. And I just thought about that when I just said Tigger's. When did I say this? Thursday? Okay. Tigger's son. And yes, I am going to go ahead and bust you right on out. You guys forgive me because I did take a screenshot of it. Somebody that dropped down on a post. And although you deleted it, I didn't. My apologies. You guys come in, hit that like button. Let me find this post real quick. Here you go. No, that's not it. Damn. Hold on. Shit. What day was this? Okay, it was after that. Give me a second. This is me wanting to be messy, and I'm about to be messy because, girl, like, number one, who you think you're talking to? My apologies. Give me 60 seconds. Why I didn't email myself this, I don't know, but it's coming. Give me a second. Because you may be listening. And I hope you're not in the chat, child. If you are, I would absolutely drop the link for you, okay? Give me a second, guys, because it was something about Tigger's son, and she called herself cussing me out. Hold on. Dang, y'all. Give me a second. I'm not gonna keep saying give me a second. However, give me a second. Okay, I'm gonna have to go. See, this is why I do too much. All right, it's coming. I know it's coming now. Here you go. Here you go. Yeah, I'm in the mood. So I'm going to pause real quick. and email myself this. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this up because some of you guys are new, and I promise you I don't operate like this, but if I need to come on out, I'm coming on out. But speaking of Tigger's son, let me bring this up real quick because I'm in a petty mood. I am. Again, some of you guys may be new, but I promise you, I am one of those content creators that will absolutely get active. Okay. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but this person drop down in my comment section. What's your name? Ryan, I am her Taylor 9166. First of all, thank you for the comment. You deleted it, but I got it. And she says, shaking my head. This is exactly why I don't listen to a lot of you vloggers because y'all never get the story right. Tigger doesn't have a son. That's her son from a previous relationship. He has a daughter by her. Just loud and wrong. And I said, shut your ass up. He and his partner, Alicia Brown, welcomed a baby boy together. That child just recently celebrated his first birthday. You talking ish and just loud and wrong. And then she said that's why she don't listen. And I ended it with, and if you don't listen, don't comment either. So I don't know if you listening now, Ryan. I am her Taylor 9166. But find you something safe to do, okay? I don't care if you come over here and you right. But if you wrong, find you something safe to do. Fact check first before you come this way. Okay. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys because again, I'm all in my feelings because my fur baby and you got the right one today. But let's go ahead and continue. So again, Ryan, I am whatever your name is. The parties have one minor son. This is in the court docs. Okay. Anyway, but again, she's the mother of 4 kids. Once we get further into this, when I tell you guys the ish that she does in front of her kids, we saw one. We saw one when she dropped down right in front of the son. We know again the oldest one is missing. Wait till you guys see what she did in front of the 4-year-old. It's me, Wanda Marie. I don't know, sis, but she got the right one. Ryan, if you here, let me know. Drop down. I'll drop the link for you. I promise you. Anyway, let's get into why she was stopped. Two things: that outstanding warrant, but the respondent, which is Alicia, withdrew the minor son, Tigger's son, and her 4-year-old daughter from the Godford school on July 6th. She informed the school that she was moving. She didn't tell Tigger. And we know with the battle that Melody Cherie been going through for all these years, child, you can't just move when you got kids. I'll be talking about Martell Wednesday. You can't just move when you got children. So she withdrew the kids from the school and told them again that she was moving. So the school sent communications about that withdrawal to Mr. Tigger as well as Alicia via email. That's how Tigger found out. Bridget, baby. On July 1st, that's when she went back in and well, you guys should know initially, and we'll get to it, when that incident happened at the house with the gash above her eye, she gave a statement to the police. She went down to the hospital. Tigger took her to the hospital. She told them that it was an accident, that they both tripped and all of that. And I was still trying to give her grace with that because a lot of DV victims do change their mind. But once she allegedly found out that he wasn't going to change his mind about filing divorce, she went back down to the popo and changed her statement. Okay. Anyway, on July 1st, 2 warrants for the respondent's arrest were taken out by the Baltimore Police Department for felony parental abduction out of state and misdemeanor parental abduction in state. So that now teenage daughter, who has been missing for nearly 7 years, We know that's what they gotta own. I am gonna double check and let me take a screenshot of this Baltimore case number because they should be updating that soon with information. And as I mentioned, a reliable source is saying that the child, 17-year-old, absolutely has been located. So we'll keep our eye out for that. But anyway, we know that on July 6th, she was arrested again for those warrants. She provided no notice of her moving, withdrawing the minor child or her 4-year-old daughter from that school. And respondent received no court order from Georgia to move or travel out of state. Now, I do want to ask you guys, do you think that it is highly likely that she and that young 4-year-old daughter and Tigger's son would have absolutely disappeared? Because I do. I think that she was on the run. We'll get into more. She had a top clearance as far as, like I said, very successful. But with that and without her knowledge of a warrant already being filed, I think she was on her way to the nearest airport in South Carolina. And I absolutely think that it could have been 7 years before Tigger heard from his child. Cuckoo again. Anyway, she owns 2 luxury vehicles herself. She got a Mercedes G-Wagon, a Range Rover, and her separate apartment and home that I mentioned to you guys. Very well to do, accomplished woman, but crazy, in my opinion. The minor child, along with respondent's 4-year-old daughter, are in the custody of the Department of Children and Family Service. So I am reading you guys this emergency motion from the 7th. The children are no longer in custody. The 4-year-old child, I'm not sure if that child is with Alicia's mom or the baby daddy, but Tigger got his son. Okay. Thank you, Jacqueline. We on the same page. She was about to be on the run. Simone said, yes, she's a runner. She's a track star. Facts. Anyway, let's continue. So we know again, she attempted to leave the state without the minor child. No. In Tigger's emergency motion, he states that she attempted to leave the state without the minor child and without his consent or court order in violation of that domestic standing agreement. I want to get to the juicy stuff with you guys. I just gave you guys a briefing of how she withdrew those kids from the school. She actually emailed the school on July the 5th. Okay. And in this court doc, we got it all, child. We got the exhibits, we got all of that. So the July 5th was that Sunday before, and she emailed them. This is why I say she's book smart, obviously, but she's not street smart at all. And I'm glad that she's not, because what she should have done was go ahead and pick them kids up like normal and don't say anything. Now, I'm not on her side, don't get me wrong, but if she had a clear mind, and wasn't cuckoo, she probably would have taken those steps, and thank goodness she didn't. But anyway, this is the email. I'll go through this real quickly with you guys. Do they have it in order? Okay. That was supposed to be first on the list. It looks like they may have had hers first. Give me a second. Anyway, she emailed the school on the 5th. All right. Why don't they have it right here is where it's supposed to be? But anyway, the school responded to her, guys, and they told her, when time permits, can you please forward the other email to me? Because she tried to tell the school that she had let them know previously that she was going to be withdrawing the school. They got a 45-day notice, and she didn't do that. And they said, we need that. They said, we'll miss those beautiful babies. I know how important consistency is. So if you ever need anything or need to bring the babies back, please feel free to reach out to me. And they copied Mr. Tigger as well. Okay. So she tried to come back and say, I emailed a while ago about their last day. Their last day is Friday. Also, can you please send me all of their docs so both kids can be transferred in their daycare? Again, Tigger had no clue. No clue. So they came back to and said, look, we spoke to the teachers and everybody, and no one is aware of anything at all as far as you letting us know within that proper time frame, 45-day advance notice, that you will be taking these kids out. It just lets you know that she was very persistent with her lies, and the school keeps meticulous records. Okay, so they said, no, you didn't. Now, had they not, and I told you guys my thoughts about this, and I'll tell you guys again, but had they not notified Tigger, which is their proper procedure and protocol, to not only email him, but copy her, or vice versa, email her and copy him. Had they not done that, I think that we would see another missing kids case. She didn't give a damn about that boy that was screaming, Mr. Tigger, you go ahead on with my mama, but me and the other two out of here. you know so shout out to the school, you know what I mean, shout out to them for again notifying him, because yeah, with a 2019 case still open that she was just recently charged with, you cannot do that. But anyway, we'll get into a little bit more before I get into the dog, before I get into what she did in front of her 4-year-old child. But they talked about that July 1st warrant. And this is where I got a little questions at, because to me, the warrant should have been, I don't know if this is, yeah. The warrant should have been outstanding since 2019 to me. But they said that Tigger learned that a warrant was issued July 1st for the respondent's arrest for felony parental abduction of her daughter that has been missing for 7 years. I want to make sure I go through this because there's still a lot of questions as far as, did Tigger know? Did the baby daddy know? Did all of, so we'll just go through it. But the respondent's missing daughter did not live with Tigger and Alicia. As of now, they still don't know. Allegedly, but they do. Allegedly. I can't say until it hit the streets. But she was captured and arrested in Hart County, Georgia. Again, after attempting to flee. She did have that 4-year-old daughter in the vehicle with her, as well as Tigger's son. The U.S. Marshals, Baltimore PD, and other law enforcement were involved in searching for her. They all were looking for her, as well as still were looking for that missing daughter. So the respondent still remains in custody, and additional charges may be forthcoming regarding her actions involving the minor children who were present in that vehicle. Okay, hey Terry T baby. Let's see. Let me get to the good stuff, guys, because you are not gonna believe this. On the evening of July 6th, Tigger received a number of profanity-laced text messages from the 13-year-old son. Okay, from his phone, and Tigger said, yeah, I don't think that he said what was said, or we don't get into what was said. But anyway, in that text message that Tigger received, it said, that's why you can't see your son, biatch, arse, negro. 13-year-old, the one that was screaming, Mr. Tigger, allegedly, since it came from his phone, we're going to say he did it, but I think, it was her mama. That's why you can't see your son. And Tigger said he does not believe that the son sent the text, as the child does not speak that way. The text appeared to be drafted by an adult. AB, the son, was not with one of what AB was not with one of the children that responded when she was fleeing the police. So again, this son, Mr. Tigger was not with her. She didn't give a damn about him. She don't give a damn about none of them kids, period. But the respondents sought to circumvent this court's authority and gain an unfair advantage in this divorce action by obtaining an ex parte temporary protective order based on false allegations. So they went into that May 9th event. And I want to go through this with you guys. And I am going to read some of your comments as well. We'll take a breather and then jump back into it. But on May 9th, that's when that alleged incident happened. And respondent was injured after the parties fell to the floor when respondent damaged his property and took his phone. The petitioner, Mr. Tigger, transported, I'm tired of saying respondent child. Mr. Tigger transported Alicia to urgent care, which is a mandatory reported the accident to authorities. That don't make sense. Petitioner transported respondent to urgent care, which as a mandatory reporter reported the accident to authorities. Okay. 3 Sandy Springs police officers went to that urgent care on May 9th. This is important, guys. They investigated the matter, they spoke to the parties separately, and they determined that respondents' injuries were from an accident at the party's home. Additionally, respondent did not call the police from the petitioner's home where the accident occurred. 2 things why she didn't call the police. I can't help but to believe a child that, initially, if you said it was an accident, initially, when you said y'all jumping to conclusions public, I never said my husband put his paws on me. She didn't call a popo though, because she knew that will open up this now can of worms. Where your daughter? But Teresa, one of you guys mentioned, I forgot what we were talking about the other day. Maybe it was this, how the state will pick up a case. Yeah, I think the mama sent it too. I feel like the state, no matter if Tigger or Alicia were interviewed by the Sandy Spring police and all of that, if they really felt like it was not an accident, we all should know that they will pick up a case. You know what I mean? They didn't do this until she went back down there and changed her story completely. Let's see. She did not report any violence against her when she was interviewed by the Popo at urgent care. She did not change her statement until after he filed for divorce. They feel like she had hopes of reconciliation, and Tigger said, It also must be noted that on May 10th, Sandy Springs went back to the home for a follow-up after that May 9th incident, and she did not want him charged or anything then. She continued to say that they failed. Now, while watching that video, I'm not going to bring it up again. I felt like they tripped. I really did. And I ain't no male identified woman or whatever. I just felt like she was up to some BS. And hold on, guys. It's my coworker. So, as I mentioned, when the police went there for a follow up, there was another chance. There was another chance for her to say, no, 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 he did this. But when we watched that video again, I was one that when they went around that little corner towards that door, I felt like I saw them tripping, And anyway, enough of that. But she did not change her story until Tigger filed for divorce for the second time. On June 5th, respondent posted the injury she sustained on May 9th. We know that. And we know that she said, y'all asked my husband how my face happened. Another red flag for me. I've said it before. I'll say it again. When she tagged the co-host, Tigger's co-host, Francesca, that let me know that we are looking at a woman scorned per se. Because if it was just about the injury to her eye, she would have made sure that it was just about the injury. She didn't. She claimed that there was an affair that was going on. Side eye, period. Anyway, on June 20th, Tigger was arrested for aggravated assault with an additional charge of child cruelty as the kids were present. So, Alicia added that her 13-year-old son was present in the home and could hear or see what happened. Tigger has denied that these charges are made. Damn. Tigger has denied these charges and made public statements regarding the same, denying the charges. He stood on that. He also said that was crazy. The parties both said that they did not know that the son, AB, was even in the house upstairs until weeks later. How do you not know that the kid is upstairs? I'm giving Tigger and Alicia the side eye. Is the house that big? Because it said the parties, meaning both of them, did not know the son, AB, was even in the house upstairs until weeks later. Now, I'm not saying that maybe they went back and looked at video or something, but that's kind of weird to me. Like, what's really going on? How could you not know? Cute picture over there on Instagram, Melanin. Therefore, per court orders on June 24th, respondent filed a temporary protective order wherein she falsely alleged, among other things, that the petitioner back on May 9th put them paws on her, which was 44 days after, and again after he filed for divorce. All right, let's go ahead and get on down to some good stuff. She also sent an email to V103 and she apologized. She said that he never abused her and that she apologized to the organization with all of the public backlash that this has brought up. And, Tigger said that his brand was clean before all of this. And again, low down dirty. But she emailed them and she said, I want to state clearly and unequivocally that my husband is not an AB user and has never AB used me. During an emotional and deeply personal agreement, I made the decision to release a video and related information while I was hurt and upset. In doing so, I did not fully consider how the content could be interpreted by others. Girl, bye. We painting a picture here. And I hope you guys are paying attention. We ain't skipping nothing. We painting a picture of somebody that is just, I want to try to use another word than what I'm using, which is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but I'm just going to say unstable, highly unstable. And writing posts on social media, leaving all of that up to grabs for us to interpret it. How could you not look at that and say Tigger did that to her? Then when you tag the co-host, how could people not look at that and say, oh my goodness, he cheating with the new co-host? But she said she did not fully consider how the content could be interpreted by others, which is straight BS. Okay. But anyway, let's get down to some things. I don't have to read the email that she sent out to his job. I just gave you guys parts of that. But she said that she apologizes for the impact the public speculation has had on her husband's reputation. The public wouldn't be involved had she not come out here anyway. Okay. But she also released a statement to Lauren LaRosa. It's down here, child, with these exhibits. I'm not going to read it. Basically, she said the same thing, that she never called him an AB user, and that social media, she blamed it on us. We drew our own conclusions. Okay. But she went back and started making other statements after, I'm going to keep saying it, he filed for divorce. But let's get into some of the damages of the property, as well as what that heifer did to that dog. But I definitely want to read you guys this. Big Tigger was ordered based off of that temporary restraining order. You cannot go back to your home that you purchased before marriage. You can't go back. We don't give a damn that she got another house she can go to, or a very nice apartment that she had before they got married and she still has. So with that, he arranged to pick up some of his property, and he went to the home on July the 22nd. Okay, with two Fulton County Sheriff deputies. Despite the same, respondent refused to open the door, even with the popos out there. She can look out that window. They got home, and we're going to get into the surveillance cameras. She knew that he was outside with two sheriffs. And to show you how devious she is, she still didn't open the door. What she did do, she contacted the Sandy Springs Police Department, and they sent two police officers over to the home. So a total of 4 law enforcement were present, and she interfered with his retrieval of his property by going into his home studio, removing and hiding his laptop elsewhere in Christmas decorations. So that's what Tigger said. He looked at the cameras and he saw that. Guess what she said? She said she didn't do that. She lied to the 4 police that were there. And again, video footage showed that she hid them in a box of Christmas decorations. Okay. Crazy. With Tigger only having a brief period of time to retrieve some clothing and other items, he feared that she was going to damage more of his stuff that was in that house, remove things, hide all of that. That in-home studio that he had, that he was trying to keep her from damaging, is valued at a lot, period. He also got a shoe collection that's valued at $250,000. He's been working on that shoe collection for 30 years. But other collectibles, furnishings, sentimental items, and all of that, with her being granted sole use of that home, he feared that she was going to tear his ish up. And guess what? She did. So video footage on different days from cameras outside the petitioner's home, Ring cameras, showed a lot. And let me tell you what it showed. You guys may be wondering, why does Chit Chat got this chick sticking out the sunroof of a car with a bed in her hand? Why? You want to know why? She damaged the outside cameras, a total of 12 of them. But when it comes to the ones that she couldn't reach, just so you guys know, I ain't lying. And they said she violently, they need to do better with some of these court docs, hit those cameras until they stop functioning. I could just see her doing that. But one was very disturbing. One video, she climbed out the sunroof of her SUV with her 4-year-old daughter present inside, and hit the cameras that were at the gate of Tigger's home. And she did that over and over again until the camera was destroyed. Can you guys believe that? That may be a good time to stop. We got more. Because, yeah, I do need to take a breather before I get to this dog. I am one of those fur baby lovers. But can you guys believe, and I hope it's not too far fetched for you to believe it, had her daughter in the car with her, climbed out of the sunroof for the cameras that she could not reach and destroyed them right there in front of her child. If that don't tell you guys what this man and the other man that came and spoke out about her, what they've been dealing with, I don't know what will. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. I'm gonna drop the link. Anybody want to come up while we go over what we just discussed? Feel free to click that link. I am gonna see if I can not star, child. Let me see if I could pin that comment. Did I drop it? Here you go. What are your thoughts about that? Before I continue, shout out to you guys. I am 3 out of 5. It should be 4. It should be 4 out of 5 for my goal. So I don't know what it's talking about. I appreciate you guys. Anyway, unbelievable. Kinda, sorta, that she would do that in front of her 4-year-old daughter. And the reason why I say kinda, sorta, because she did what she did in front of the son. Told him to stand right here, make sure that camera is pointed in this direction, and me and Mr. Tigger gonna be back in here. You make sure you record me screaming. You also make sure that you continue to say his name, Mr. Tigger, Mr. Tigger. Somebody like myself that peep game, that was odd to me that the son, as well as the wife, was calling him Tigger or Mr. Tigger. Surely they weren't calling him that around the house. But if you plan to release a video, he's not known by his government name. He's known by Tigger. So that's why the son kept saying Mr. Tigger. That's why she kept saying Tigger. I'd be dog if I'm going to be married to my man and I'm married to him and his government name and I'm calling you Tigger. Like what? So anyway, she's definitely not a victim, Simone, at all. Jacqueline said fatal attraction in the making. All right, let me scroll up. I'm going to read some comments and then I'm going to continue because it gets worse. It gets worse. She don't care about any of her children. She don't. And I already told you guys and showed you guys that Tigger absolutely has custody of his kids. He was granted that in this emergency motion. And it's a shame that the children had to go into foster care, period. Just like the daughter that's missing did. All because of this chick. It's me, Wanda Marie said, just living life on lies. Hey, Cece. Totally agree. Okay, let me see. Let me scroll down. DMV only moved on her because of the negative publicity they are now getting for not helping the father get his daughter back after she kidnapped her. Totally agree with you. There's no way in the world. She was hiding in plain sight under her real name. Now, initially, false information was given to me. I came back out here and retracted it. They did say that she was using a middle name that wasn't the same. But initially, it was saying that she wasn't going by her government name. She was. And that's why I said, Simone, the daughter who's been missing's father should sue the heck out of Baltimore authorities. But I agree with you. Didn't nobody care about anything, basically. Where's that missing daughter? So it definitely went viral. And however it happened, thank goodness. Cray Cray done used the kid's phone to cuss him out, trifling. Well, I think it was Cray Cray's mama, Teresa, because it happened on the day that she was arrested. And again, or it could have been pre-messages that she told that son again to send. But Tigger even said, that boy don't talk like that. She wasn't at the house though. He was at her mama's house. So it was either the mama or she told him what to post. Now, going back real quickly, don't forget that it was said by the daddy of the missing girl that she had put all type of stuff in that girl's head. You know what I mean? So do I think that she was actively working on this 13-year-old as well? Yes. Yes, I do. The 4-year-old that she beat them cameras in front of was next. And Tigger's son, you know? So thank goodness her ass locked up. Let me go. But anyway, the video cameras on different days showed her damaging all of those cameras. Caught. All right. Tigger counted the number of cameras as 10, but he went back and changed it and said there were 12 cameras that she damaged, and he absolutely want her to pay for it. Okay. He filed a warrant application and affidavit on June 26th. He fears that additional damage to his premarital home and other premarital property awaits him, and he wanted them to grant him permission to go back to his home. On June 22nd, the respondent, in the presence of law enforcement, agreed that Tigger could send his dog's trainer to pick up his dog. Now I'm really getting upset. I'm upset about the kids too. But you see the thumbnail. You see the dog bandaged up, and now you're going to wonder why. Or now you're going to learn why. So she agreed in front of all of those police officers. Yes, he can send his trainer to the home to retrieve the dog, and the trainer was supposed to board the dog the following day. So he told her and the police officers and Tigger that he will be there on the 23rd between 11 and 11:30. The trainer went early. He got there 15 minutes early, despite this agreement, because again, we're talking about, and thank you again, Kathy. Kathy, did I thank you, sis?
Spend that shit, spend that shit, spend that shit, baby, spend that shit. Woo!
I don't know if I did, but if not, there you go, sis. Thank you so much. And hello, Kathy Johnson's here on time, baby. So the trainer showed up early, and despite the agreement that Alicia gave to the popos, she failed to open the door during the agreed upon time period. She did not allow the trainer to get the dog and remove the dog from the home, as their air tag on the dog's collar still pinged that the dog was still there. So what she did was she took that collar off, and we'll get into it, y'all. I'm jumping ahead of myself. But Tigger's dog, named Max, is highly trained and familiar with that trainer and the trainer's assistant, who both knocked at two separate doors. They was calling out the dog's name. They remained on site for over 45 minutes trying to pick up that dog. And guess what? The dog wasn't there. So Max was missing with an air tag that did not move from his home, though. The dog had been missing for 4 days. And Alicia didn't, again, notify anybody. She did not respond to repeated calls and texts from the trainer regarding Max. Max was also microchipped. The trainer then searched animal control resources, and baby, this is heartbroken, and reported to Tigger that Max had been picked up by Fulton County Dog Services and identified by that microchip. The trainer went up there, retrieved the animal from the shelter, and he took pictures of Max. And he reported that Max was limping on his left side leg. Max had bruises. Max had suffered dehydration. Max had the runs and had noticeable discomfort while attempting to use the bathroom. The dog had blood in his stool. Now, don't think for 1 second, this is alleged, in my opinion only, but I absolutely am talking about the character of her. She beat that damn dog and then let him on out the house. But smart enough to keep his collar with that air tag on. So if Tigger was looking at the air tag, he would think the dog was still in that house. I asked you guys to vote at the start of this live. As it stands now, 93% of you all are Big Tigger. I do believe you guys can change your vote if you want to. We got a couple that are for Alicia. Beat the damn dog, April. Beat the dog. Did not go through with what was agreed upon by the officers. The trainer gonna come pick that dog up. Again, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Period. Beat that dog to where the dog is limping, leg was hurt, bruises, discomfort, trying to use the bathroom, blood in his stool, and everything else. So Tigger did not send anyone else to pick the dog up, and he suffered emotional distress regarding his missing dog and from the condition that his dog was found in. And look, I know there's levels of pet lovers. I'm top tier, and that top tier. Tigger is as well, and I can absolutely understand him mentioning emotional distress. Some people, yeah, they're pets. They're four-legged pets, but they are family. You know what I mean? That chick is crazy. And for anybody, I'm going to jump ahead of myself and say it now, and I'll say it again at the end, that don't think this chick is capable of what other men and came out here and said, or her setting up Tigger, because let us not forget, it just so happened that everything was on camera, which she knew about. The taking of his cell phone, right there in the camera, baby boy, hold that phone, push record. Downstairs in his media room, right there on camera. And if anybody is questioning that, especially after what she did in front of her 4-year-old daughter, beating the cameras down, baby, showing her daughter this what life is about. You too shall turn out like this. What mommy is doing is right. And what she did to the damn dog, and the accounts of previous men that then came out here and said they are petrified of her. She's the craziest person they've ever dealt with in life. And people still questioning Tigger, who handled her, in my opinion, with care. I ain't see the man punch her, and I said before he should have given up that phone. But this was a setup from day one. But anyway, he stated he need access to his home so he can work again. And I showed you guys his Instagram page where he is absolutely back working. Tigger also, baby got a clip, man. He back there on the golf course. Okay. But the most precious one, let me remove this, guys. Hold on. Let's go back. So this is him trying to get back to his regular life that he been living since we've known of a Big Tigger. This man ain't never been in any type of trouble. And I don't care who believes who. I really, really don't. But I do want you to look at this situation in its totality. Yes, it's man versus woman. And you don't have to change your mind. But I will say, I hope and pray that your sons, your nephews, your brothers, your uncles, your daddy, if they divorce from your parents, never run across a woman like this. This chick is dangerous, extremely. But anyway, he said he needed his studio so he can get back to work. I don't know if he's outside, but what was funny to me, everybody over in that comment section calling him Mr. Tigger now. They said, Mr. Tigger, we still on your side. But he was golfing as well, getting back to his normal life. And I am gonna play this real quickly. What an adorable little boy. If I have to take it out, I will. It's
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Cute little baby. And I am glad that this child is in the custody of his daddy. Because her mama crazy as hell as well, in my opinion, Alicia's mama. And we'll get into more of that. Again, you guys, I think I showed you. Oh, Lord, I'm going to have to go ahead and log back in. But I got access to everything. So I'm going to try to come to you guys every other day with updates about this. But let me go ahead and sign back in. Give me 1 second. What are your thoughts? I'm reading your comments, and then we're going to continue about her doing what she did in front of her daughter, beating them cameras, sticking out the sunroof. If that ain't crazy, I don't know what it is, child. Allegedly putting her 13-year-old son up to recording her and Mr. Tigger. What she did to that damn dog. Anybody still on Alicia's side? Let me scan these comments, child. Is I am Ryan here yet? Is I am Ryan? I am Ryan. Are you listening? Because I sure dropped that link. Okay. Cuckoo is good. She is a true nut. She thinks she's the smartest person in the room, and we the dumb ones, right? And she said, I know they didn't think that my husband did something to me after I posted that picture saying, ask my husband how this happened to my face. She's book smart. She is. But the craziness won't allow her to live in her full potential. We'll get into her cyber history as well. We'll get into that. I agree, Simone. Let me take this on. Okay, let me read some comments. Jacqueline says she clearly stated during the video to keep taping to the son when they were dealing with the CPU. Did she? Oh, Jacqueline, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. But even some of my cuticle sisters felt like he put them paws on her. And again, I respect everybody's opinion, but when they went around that corner to head out that door, he was behind her. She was in front. And I do think she conveniently fell, just like she conveniently fell in that foyer when she had that sound recording. I do. That said, say what now? All the damn cameras, and she makes up lies like it ain't ish. And the crazy part is me, Wanda Marie. It don't matter if the cameras were destroyed after. Guess who still got the footage? The person that got the app on their cell phone, as well as Ring, the company. Now, what they won't have footage of is what she planned to do while still being in their home. She's crazy. Okay, see, I ain't want to skip nothing, all right? I ain't skipping nothing. But as I mentioned, you guys see there are 26 line items. We'll go through the most important as we continue to talk about it. But as for now, we are here. But yeah, so they did grant him Mr. Tigger to be able to go back in that home. He said he needs to work. Plus, he wanted to check on his things. And I bet you everything is torn up. You can best believe if she beat the dog, if she beat the cameras, she didn't destroy everything of Tigger's in that house. There's nothing that will stop me from believing that she didn't. The shoe collection gone. The equipment, he probably had to go out and buy more. This video that he uploaded is telling, because guess where he's not? I'm going to play it. He's not in that basement where his cameras were. Take a quick listen. He outside.
What's happening? It's your man Big Tigger doing big things. And take it from me, life doesn't always give you a warning before things change. In those moments, having someone to call can make all the difference in the world.
All right, I'm going to stop right there. But Tigger outside, child. Tigger most likely only got the laptop that was found in the box of the Christmas decorations. I can guarantee you, as this case goes on, that we are going to learn again that she destroyed everything. 119 of you guys watching, hit the like button for me. Shout out to those of you that are in the bushes. She should have just went to her own place, right? And she got nice homes, nice cars. I already told you guys, got a G-Wagon, Range Rover. She got a home that's in her name, another apartment that she's had for years in her name. And newsflash to anybody, acting crazy not gonna keep them. Acting crazy not gonna keep them. You know what I mean? So if that was her goal, no. Now, yeah, let me go ahead on. She makes it hard for Black women enduring real DV, and she could give a damn about her children. I agree. Hey, Yvette. Yvette said, I think when her mind snaps, everyone is in danger. I think so as well. I really, really do. Children included. So what's funny to me is, Yvette, 13-year-old son that was Mr. Tigger with her mama. Where his daddy? Because she got 4 baby daddies. Where's his daddy? She probably done scared everybody off, and it's a shame because come get your kids, especially now that she locked up. Well, they wanted no parts of the children because of her crazy arse. But she didn't leave that boy with his daddy. She left that boy with her mama. The 4-year-old is, I don't know if they are still in foster care, but Tigger's child isn't. Everybody is in danger. Totally agree with you, kids included. Thank you, sis. That's my birthday twin. Thank you, April. You guys know with my goal, I do have to stop and recognize my people. Thank you, April, for spinning that ish. But please stop to my Cutie Crew sisters.
Spend that shit, spend that shit, spend that shit, baby, spend that shit. Woo!
Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. Okay, a couple more comments and we're going to continue. We're going to continue going over the history of this fool. I do want to say, and I should have said this at the start of my life, but rest in peace and Justin for Nolan Wells. If you guys did not watch his homegoing, go to the Griot on YouTube. You can see it, baby. Al Sharpton. And when I just said history of Alicia, Al Sharpton spoke on the history of Mississippi. Make sure you check it out if you didn't already. Let's see. Yes, thank you for your support. I appreciate you. Hey, Pat D. All right, I'm wrapping up. I'll come up in a minute. Okay, no problem. I feel so sorry for those children. She is messing up their minds, and that's what's sad. The 17-year-old Vi, the dad said before she even disappeared that she was filling her man up with nonsense. Nonsense. Imagine with Alicia and her family, her side of the family, them only knowing where this child is. Imagine what she's been saying all these years as well. So when the father of that child said that, I know it's going to be hard. I know that you probably heard some things. I just hope you give me the chance to talk to you and we can sort things out. Brainwash these kids because of her craziness. I hope she first of all, burn her tubes, burn them. Okay. And I hope that she never gains custody of any of her kids again. I hope she in jail for the rest of her life. That's just me. She in there for now, Bridget, and I don't think she's gonna be getting out. They failed that dad badly, didn't they? Innocent instigator, and he has been loud since 2019. Was giving interviews up until a week before she was arrested. Last interview I think he did, that was around June, late June, with that radio station. We went over that. He's been very vocal about where's my child? So, man, they failed him, and I hope he's sued. She's planning false stories and manufacturing DV to build a case against Mr. Tigger and any other man who disappoints her. Right, that's her track record. That's her history. Don't forget, the guy that we saw that he said that she was the craziest woman he's ever dealt with, but he went through the history of some things that she did. The guy that's in jail, allegedly, I don't know too much about it, but she put SA charges on him. The baby daddy, she did the same to him. And she did that, which caused a halt because he was given full custody at first. She, in my opinion only, planted in her daughter's head that she was touched by the daddy. And Alicia then went back and filed more paperwork and said that he touched his child. And while they investigated that, they removed full custody from him. And they placed that child at that time in foster care. Then they found that everything Alicia was saying were lies, gave him full custody again. And when she knew that that had happened, the child went missing. You know? Okay. You like these thumbnails says, baby, out of the sunroof, beating dogs and home security system. But no, she didn't purposely fall. No, she didn't deserve that. Tigger's light compared to some things that we've seen out here. Tigger was real light. I didn't see him strike her at all, not one time. Anyway, let's get into the hotel. Now, I showed you guys that she is violent, okay? Very violent. But she's also jealous. We know that, number one, because of the co-worker. Tigger got a new female co-host who's been in a relationship with somebody else for years, and Alicia was jealous about that. Came out here and put it on social media. Guess what else, though? Since Tigger could not go back to his home, he got a hotel room. And they had a temporary agreement where she was supposed to have the kids for 2 weeks. He was supposed to have the kids for 2 weeks until they sort all of this out. He went to that hotel, stayed there for several days to get away from her and her unpredictability. And I don't blame him. So they agreed via text messages again to that alternating 2-week custody schedule. So upon Alicia complaining that she did not want the nanny there. Now, he didn't left his house, but guess what? She don't want the nanny to be at the hotel either. Nanny been around all this time. This is the home nanny, female nanny. But guess what? She told him, nope, you can't get these kids now because I don't want that nanny at that hotel with you. She did not want their nanny to be at that hotel while he went to work, while the kids were in school or anything. So basically, again, jealousy, craziness. The nanny been around for years. I'm just painting a picture of this chick to y'all. Anyway, her constant social media posts and comments have caused him to lose income and opportunities. So she's very well to do. And we'll get into a little bit of that. And he wants to be paid for his pain. And I don't blame him. She absolutely caused him to lose income. She absolutely caused him to lose potential opportunities. This man has not had any type of history, period, since we've known him. Known of him, because I don't know him. Known of him. I've never heard anything negative about Tigger. Now, you know, Simone, you sent me something about his lifestyle, allegedly. You know, and I believe I said last week, but if not, I'll say it again. I don't care who he prefer, male or female. What's not cool for me is all of these fake ass charges that this chick tried to get him. Well, she did. She was successful in getting him arrested. It's not going to stand. But if he's sleeping with Tom, Dick, or Harry, or Sally Sue, or whomever, I could care less. Really. A lot of us, I don't know about you guys, I have, I still got one fur baby child. I got family members that are gay. So if he is gay, bisexual, whatever, you know, his life is business to me. Let's see. The woman left a paper trail with all of her kids' father, and one of them still got locked up in the system. The system failed all the dads. I agree. Hold on, guys. Let me see. Where are you? Okay, hold on. Come on. I'm sorry, guys. Come on. Go. Come on, you gotta use it. Okay. And I apologize. I'm gonna have to get right back up to let him in. It's 105 degrees. But Yvette, I totally agree. She left a paper trail, and shout out to the guys that came out and spoke out. We saw one of her exes that put a plea out to Tigger. If you need me, please call me, and I'm willing to testify in court. The baby daddy, absolutely gonna testify in court. The missing child's father, and then again, who are the 13-year-old? Who is that boy's daddy? And the 4-year-old? Where they at? Well, that's how I imagine this poor dog to look, child. Poor dog. Baby, she better not let me see her. Okay. Because I don't play about the children or the dogs or the pets. But anyway, he wants her to pay for again, and that'll come as far as these future court dates that's out here. Pay for his pain, child. Pay for his pain. And I hope he get every penny. I do. Let's get down to this. They said her abrupt withdrawal of the minor child from that school and informed the school that they were moving was a willful violation of that domestic standing order. And it was. And that's why I say she was absolutely about to be on the run. She's about to be on the run because there is an order. They granted her possession of the home temporarily, ordered Tigger to stay away from her and the kids. So what other reason, what did she withdraw the kids from the school? She was about to be in somebody's other country, child. I really do believe that. But anyway, and all of that is good for Tigger. And thank goodness, if Tigger dropped a dime, kudos to you. Because guess what? His child is not going to be subjected to the emotional abuse of the mother. Let's see what that poll looking like. And then we're going to get into a couple more juicy points. Please take the poll if you haven't already. Thank you. You guys know I can't do this barking. I'm grateful, though, because, child, I would be a basket case without. Come on. Without some type of activity. Uh-oh. Melanie said, just shaking my head. Let's see. When I came in, I couldn't stop laughing at the thumbnail. Child, let me put it up while I'm reading y'all comments. Did you see this one? Did you see this one from last week, Yvette? Baby, she was caught right there on that South Carolina border. But yeah, child, sticking out the sunroof. I'm scared of her. I'm scared. Hey, D. Okay, I'm gonna read your comment. D, I'm sure you got your ear to the streets, and as far as everything that this lady has done, compared to, I guess, what we've seen with Tigger, it's a landslide for me. I'm on Big Tigger's side. I am. And but I respect your opinion. D said, good evening. I don't know how I feel about Tigger, but what was done to the dog broke my heart. I have a 7-year-old fur baby. And look, D, I don't know if you were here. I do see that you are a member, but yeah, we got to have the same compassion for, and I'm not saying that you don't, D, the children as well. You know what I mean? And yeah, pets and kids are innocent. So as with you being a lover of fur babies, real quickly, I lost mine Saturday. And I, God forgive me, I would put my hands around that chick neck. Had she did that to my dog. Okay? But I feel you, D. But real quick before I continue, yeah, that was dog cruelty. Animal cruelty, period, is horrible. But My thing again is this for those that are on the fence when it comes to a lady like her, and I'm not trying to change your mind, but you got to put into perspective everything that she did to Tigger and imagine that it was your son. Imagine that it was your nephew. Imagine that it was your brother, your uncle, your daddy, if he's single and all of that. I wouldn't want any man in my family to experience anything like Tigger did. And guess what? She wouldn't want any man in my family had she tried it. I'm just going to keep it real. They are not DVers, but I can guarantee you all of them were raised where if somebody is a threat to you like this chick was, and she's been based off of previous accounts from other men and Tigger, then I ain't gonna say what I'm gonna say, but I think you know what I'm saying. Okay. We don't have to go through the statistics as far as what's going on in the world, what's been going on in the world. It's a lot of people in the grave over the Alicias of the world, men. And we know there are a lot of women that's also, been harmed and unalived from men. But I don't think that all women just sit back and they not cuckoo like this one. It's some of them out here that's like that, okay? Anyway, so he was granted temporary physical custody and sole legal custody of his minor child. They did give him the right to re-enroll the minor child back in that school. And they said the minor child has been extremely happy, is very educated, and well cared for by the staff. So it's a private school. I'm not sure. Well, I'm not going to say the name because that's where the kids go. But it appears that they start honing in on those kids very, very early. And our 4-year-old daughter went there as well. So now, guess who's suffering still? The daughter. Mama then withdrew her. Tigger can't re-enroll the 4-year-old. That's not his child. Where's that child? Now that child's education just stopped because of this nut case. It's crazy. Let's see. Tigger asks that Alicia be held in willful contempt of the domestic standing order and that sanctions be assessed against her. He further asks that the court reserve a ruling on replacement costs of any other personal property that she may have damaged or destroyed at his home, excluding damages to the Ring cameras, because that is a part of a separate criminal action. Okay, so he's saying until he can get the total amount of the damage of the home security system, he don't want that in this order. He gonna come back. He gonna spin the block. Okay, on that. It has been necessary for him to bring this emergency motion to the court's attention, and he requests attorney's fees, costs, and expenses, reimbursement costs associated with his dog's Max, outside of boarding fees, reimbursement costs for withdrawal and for re-enrolling the minor child in that school, repair and cleanup fees associated with any damage or unreasonable conditions to which she is feared to have left his home. And he went on to explain why he's asking for this money. He says she is a well-paid business owner and cyber expert with her own business and staff. So I told you guys, she's extremely bright, book smart, still cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, okay? But he said that she has the income and financial resources to pay the attorney's fees and other monetary relief that he is seeking. Shout out to him for going for the gusto. He prays that this court orders the relief petitioner seeks after this emergency hearing and via an ex parte order, considering the circumstances, the best interest and welfare of the minor child, singular, and the preservation of his premarital property. So that was July 7, 2026. Okay. So right here is where they granted it. All right. Or is it? Let's see. No, this is where they served this order to her in Jaya. Okay. They also had a court date, guys, where she was live on Zoom. And oh, child, let me see something. Let me see something. Hold on. All right, let me go back. Baby, do we have access to the Zoom? The Zoom would have been July 10th. Order to attend, standing order, case management order, entry notice of appearance, leave of absence. I'll find that, y'all. If it's available, for a rewatch, we absolutely going to watch. Oh, hearings. What's the date? 7/14. Hold on. Because I'd be messy and go ahead and play it right now. I'll find it. We'll come back on that. But let's go through the rest of this. So this is the first email that she sent. And she said that she was withdrawing those kids from school. Oh, I missed a lot though, guys, because they also, Tigger made sure to also put in here the name of the daughter, 4-year-old, with the same name as the missing one. And again, if you guys don't think that she did that on purpose. So when people ask, where's your daughter, Aaliyah? Here she is. How crazy ass think people can't notice that the original Aaliyah should be about 17, not 4. Where's the 17-year-old? Where they do that at? You name a daughter that came 13 years later, the name of your missing daughter that you never spoke about publicly. You making posts about Mr. Tigger. You making posts about Francesca. You ain't made not one post about your daughter. Not a single post. That's crazy to me. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Well, maybe it's in the exhibits. Hold on, guys. I don't need to go through all of the emails. I already read to you guys what the school told her. They told her, yeah, no, you did not give us a 45-day notice. You know we would have that. This is a very prestigious school. So for daycare, Tigger's son is only about 1.5 now. I can guarantee you probably paying about $30,000 for daycare. And you know they got a proper protocol that must be followed. And had this girl 45 days in advance told them she would be withdrawing those kids, they would have seen that. I mean, they would have had that. But she said, I emailed y'all a while ago. She lied. Let's continue. But you guys heard me read that Tigger said that she has her own business and staff. And Melanin, what you said earlier, that she could have and should have just left, she should have if she didn't have the intentions of doing the things that she's done. She wasn't homeless. She didn't even have to go back home to mama. She got a home in her name as well as an apartment that she's kept while being married to Tigger. Let's see. Who is this from? Somebody said, when is the last day and why? When is the last day and why? Who is that from? I'm trying to see if Tigger said that. Yep. So Tigger Asks, when was the last day and why? Like what? Anyway, let's see. But she wanted, again, all of their school records and everything else. And that gives, yeah, I'm about to be on the run. Thank goodness that they stopped her. Thank goodness. Let's see. What else are in these exhibits? This is the email that she sent to Big Tigger's employers. We don't have to go through that. This is her public statement that she provided to Lauren LaRosa. And in that, she says she never called her husband an AB user. She said, I want to be clear. I've never called my husband an AB user. Social media has drawn its own conclusions from information that was shared, but those conclusions are not statements I have made. I respect the legal process and believe law enforcement should be allowed to do its job without interference from anyone, including me. In recent days, many claims, opinions, and narratives have circulated publicly. One thing you're not going to do, chick, is gaslight me. Because guess what? The claims, the opinions, and narratives circulated because of you. We wouldn't know you. We wouldn't know anything about anything. So that's gaslighting. Let me go ahead and blame them. Let me make them feel like they crazy, like I am. No, ma'am. She said, while I understand that people will form their own views, I remain confident that the facts will speak for themselves in due time. Until then, my focus remain on my family, my peace, and protecting those I love. I love my family, and I will not engage in public debate, speculation, or personal attacks and bitterness. I am not hiding, and I stand firmly by my character and integrity. I respectfully ask for patience as I follow the guidance of my legal counsel. Girl, bye. Then, to those who have extended prayers, support, and understanding during this time, thank you. She included this picture to Lauren LaRosa of her and Mr. Tigger. We still in love, child. I ain't say my husband did nothing to me. This is when Lauren read it. This is when Lauren released the statement. Big Tigger's attorneys got everything in this motion, okay? Then they also included, this is Exhibit E, her response over there on the Jasmine brand. And she said, no, he didn't do that. These last few weeks have sucked. I hate this for everyone involved. The amount of false narratives that have been displayed and attacks on everyone hurts. I take full responsibility for posting the video of my face. The lack of accountability, remorse, and acknowledgement has also been weighing heavy on me. Now it is time for me to address it. I ask that you be patient with me as I identify the appropriate platform and work with my legal team. But it's coming. So her goal was, with this post, the highest bidder is going to get these stories. She said she was looking for the appropriate platform. I don't know if she thought Oprah or Gail or whoever. Girl, the appropriate platform is somebody right there on Instagram or YouTube. That's about all you was going to get. So it's the want to be important to me. But anyway, this was the official warrant that was filed against Tigger, Mr. Tigger. They got everything. And as I stated, they did grant him access back to his home. They did grant him custody of his son. Now, it still may be temporary, but I'm going to have to scan this and see if I could find that doggone Zoom meeting. I tell you guys what, any future Zooms, I'm going to be there. They are going to court September the 1st. I'll be in the Zoom, not Atlanta. Let me see. Let's see. September the 1st that I just showed you guys. Let's go back. Cases. All right. Oh, that couldn't be it. Let me check this out real quick. Let me check this out. Then I'm gonna get you guys comments. And then if you guys let me know in the comments, are you able to change your vote if you wanted to do that? Mm-mm-mm-mm. I'm looking for that doggone court date. I will find that. It's just a preview. It's gonna show me. I will find that and we'll look at it. It'll probably be members only. Ciao. Let me see what you guys are saying. You know what they say about animal AB users? Yes, yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. Let's see. I love creating them thumbnails. Ciao. I just talked to Chat GPT. Yes, I do. Let me put it up here so you guys can get a cackle. Let's see. A Bing. The dog is a crime too. I saw a guy in the news a few weeks ago, got 5 years. Yeah, they arrested a guy here in where I live a couple years ago for the same thing. And that's all over the world, child. You can't do that. You cannot do that. Give her more time, and you best believe that she will get animal cruelty charges. Once they look at that compared to everything else her violent history, excuse me, this girl gonna serve some time, as she should. As she should. Sad part, we won't see anything in these motions about the other daddies, but I hope that if they were staying away from their children because of her, that they go ahead and get custody of their kids. We know that Alea's daddy been fighting for years. She's 17, so even if he do get her, it'll be for a month or two. You know, she could already be on her way to college somewhere. I told you guys before, I'll say it again. I heard that the girl was in Canada. I don't know the process, if that is allegedly where she is, and as far as the authorities bringing her back. But that would explain, you know, if it's a lengthy type of process, why Georgia is in no rush at all for Baltimore to pick her up. Please believe that they working together, and Baltimore Popo is probably telling them, hold her as long as you can until we can work this out. But for them to have a warrant for kidnapping, felony, they know that she kidnapped her daughter. You know, we all knew. Hey, Pastor. Look, I love dogs. This is what she did to the dog. You should know that, Braylon. I love dogs. I ain't going to no corner. That crazy heifer. Go to the corner. Go to jail. Stay there. 1234 C Jackson said, Tigger, no better to marry somebody of that caliber. All those young children, a missing child, men speaking about their experience with her. Let's be for real. Good point. Good point. And I'm gonna go ahead and give him the dummy ass award for sure. However, 1234, I don't know what he knew. Now, has he learned of this? Yes. Do I think that he should have absolutely done his due diligence as far as background checks and all of that? Yes. Let me see if I still got this Facebook video, child, because Tigger was in love with this chick. I'll show you guys a video. But I agree with you. However, what I'm not gonna do though is blame him for the ish that she did. You know what I mean? But yeah, Tigger dummy ass award for real. Let's see if he still got this up here. Hold on, guys. I'm doing two things at once. Did he delete it? When was this? July 9th. I'm sorry, guys. Let's check out this Facebook page real quick. What's going on? volume.
County, the other in Maryland.
Let's see.
Eric Perry has followed the latest on this story all day. He's at the live desk now with more. Eric?
Yeah, Christine, Russ, so many twists and turns in this case. I've since learned that the warrant out of Fulton County has been dismissed. That was for felony interference with child custody. No word yet on why. The kidnapping charge from Baltimore is still active. She's had to be extradited back to Maryland.
Okay. So we know she is going to eventually be extradited back to Maryland. However, they can hold her in Georgia for 90 days. And I hope they take their time. I really, really do. For the mental abuse.
Hey, what's happening?
Excuse me. For the mental abuse and emotional abuse that she's put her kids through, for the fake charges that she's put on multiple men for years. Yeah, I hope they take their time with her. I do. We don't need to look at this again, do we? Let's go ahead and look at it, y'all.
Give me back my phone. Give me back my phone. Give me back my phone. Give me back my phone.
Anybody see the roll slide like they teach you in grammar school in case of a foul?
Give me back my phone. Give me back my phone. Give me back my phone. You don't need. What do you need it for? What do you need it for?
Get off me. Please get off me.
As soon as you give me my phone.
Please get off
It's
me.
my phone.
Please get off me.
Quick pause. Quick pause. I'm not asking anybody to incriminate any man in your family at all, because I'm definitely not going to incriminate mine. However, being on social media, looking at some of the videos, I got a couple that I want to share. I have a True Crime Thursdays or Tuesdays coming up, and we'll go over some of these cases like that. But naturally, putting your hands on a woman, putting your hands on a man, all of it is wrong. But in this case, again, for me, I see this man handling her with care. Should he have let her get that damn phone? Absolutely. Whatever was in it, whatever came out, whatever she find out, so be it. But still, to me, I don't know what y'all see.
Sit in my head.
Please get off me.
Give me my phone.
You're sticking my ear in my ear.
Oh, sorry.
Get off me.
Give me my phone.
Please get off
You
me.
can say that on the phone.
You're a fucking manhandling.
I'm not manhandling my phone.
Did anybody see manhandling child? Tigger!
Tigger, get
Give me
off me.
my phone.
Do you not see Autumn cry?
Hold on. Pay close attention to
Give me
this.
my phone.
Hold on. How was this boy recording? How was this boy recording? Because his mama told him to. But pay attention to the next angle that we're going to see of this same interaction. He was already recording, child.
Fucking manhandling.
I'm not manhandling my phone.
Tigger,
Give
get
me
off
my
me.
phone.
Right there. She bent down, slid across the floor.
Do you not see Autumn cry?
And she, Lord, I just saw that part. She just dropped her damn self. Oh my goodness. Take a look. Watch. I'm gonna take it back. Pay close attention. She dropped down to her knees, and then she's the one that thrust her body forward to fall flat.
Give me my phone.
Tigger,
Give
get
me
off me.
my phone.
Do
Look,
you not see Autumn cry?
Give me my phone. I'm not doing that.
Yes, you
She
did.
dropped. She dropped.
she absolutely dropped. She absolutely dropped. That said, I know Tigger's hitting the air and walls. What did I get myself into? Agreed. Yeah, she tried to unalive poor Max. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. And Bridget, you know, I know how you feel about King, your dog. And Tina, child. We don't play that. He is so handsome. That smile. Yes, yes, yes. Again, Rainbow Son, I do too. However, the other baby daddy said he didn't reach out until after that video was posted in June to Tigger, because he didn't know who she was married to or anything like that. So kind of, sort of, maybe he did. He filed for divorce June 11th. Was it June 11th or July? Second time filing for divorce. What do you guys think that she showed him from when they got married in October and he filed initially in February? You think she was showing similar traits as far as what we're looking at now? I do. Let me see. It was one other thing. Real quickly. Then I'm gonna read your comments. Then we're gonna be out of here. I didn't realize I've been talking for almost 2 hours. But shout out to you guys. If you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button for me. Like I told you, she got her own money, own house. She was fighting for his Escalade. He said that was his before her, but she got a G-Wagon and a Range Rover. Now, girl, those compared to an Escalade, why are you trying to take his car? It's a truck. It was something else that I wanted to show you guys, but I think we'll probably just end it here. But again, the minor kids were present in that vehicle when she was arrested, as well as tearing up the outside of that home, smashing them cameras. That gives crazy to me. You know, I respect everybody that don't agree with me, but I'm glad that those kids are no longer around her. I'm glad that any of the men that she was involved with is no longer around her and Tigger. I am. I'm standing on it. I believe those kids were so afraid of her until they were used to her behavior. I agree. She's the mama. You know what I mean? So yeah, train up a child is what they say. And unfortunately, she trained at least the oldest two to listen and do whatever I say. The first baby daddy of the missing girl said that they found text messages that she was sending her on things to do and say. They found messages where she was telling her to climb out the window on Thursday at this time. That, you know what I mean? All of this is proven. So the harm that she was doing to those kids, and she was working on that 4-year-old, because when she was sticking out the sunroof of that G-Wagon, that 4-year-old and Tigger's child was in the car with her, destroying property. That's crazy to me. Interesting how Darrell and Big Tigger both got legal, physical, and sole custody, and both of them had this happen from the same woman. Come on now. 1 + 2 = 3. Facts, Pastor. And don't forget I don't know that man. I don't think that man is the son's father. We don't know right now who the son's daddy is, the 13-year-old or the 4-year-old. We don't know those men. But there was another man that spoke out and said, no, the baby daddy of the daughter that's missing said that one of the guys that she was dating was so afraid of her that he said he was petrified. He was in fear for his life, his livelihood, and everything else. This is her thing. This is what she's been doing. Hey, Tyra. Hello, Tamika. So anyway, as I mentioned, we will absolutely continue to go through more. I am going to do a little bit more research, and I'm absolutely going to see if I can find access, because most of the Zooms they retain, you know what I mean? And they were open to the public. So I'll see if we can find that. I just need to go through what I just showed you guys to find. What is this? Okay, she was arrested on the 6th. Emergency motion the 7th. Let me see this. What is this? Give me a preview. In-person hearing. July 10th. July 10th. I said that earlier. July 10th, where are you? All right, let me look through the 10th while I got you guys. I'll just look at the previews now. Okay, so that's talking about the 9/1 court date. Let's go here. This is where okay, I think we spoke about this in members only last week, but I told you guys how he is asking them to consolidate all of his cases. He wants them to be seen and heard by one judge, one jury, all of the above. So that's that aggravated battery case, that is all of them. It's 3 of them. We talked about that last week. Okay, let me look at this last thing. Sheriff's interest of service. What is this? 9th of July. I'll find it. Because now I'm looking. And I want to see that Zoom order. But again, she was there. She was on camera, just like Nasty Nesto used to be, child. And that's how I know that we can see it. And I'll see if somebody uploaded it, child. If I could find it, I may have to watch it with my members. But I'm sure somebody has it. Okay, let's see. What else you guys are saying? Let's see. Tara. Thank you, sis. Did I meet my goal? Shout out to you guys. I think I reached my goal. Let's see. I don't know. I don't even know how to work this, child. I'm copying off of Pam Esquire. Pam Esquire, child, have goals. And I said, okay, let's get us some goals. Okay, all the timer ended before reaching a goal. Got it. Because we definitely reached the goal. So thank you guys so much. Now, I don't know if we reached them likes, but you guys hit the like button for me. Let me properly thank one of my original cutie mods, Tyra. You know I love me some you. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you for spending that ish.
Spend that shit. Spend that shit. Spend that shit, baby. Spend that shit. Woo!
Woo! I need to be live 24/7. Patreon helped me last night. With this grief that I'm going through. This live helped me as well. I'm able to get out my head. So I appreciate you guys. Okay, Simone said he better go for full custody and supervised visitation for that chick. He won't be able to co-parent with his liar. She'll be setting him up left and right, just like hotel. Don't forget, we're going to be discussing more hotel on Wednesday, I believe. So if I got something scheduled for Wednesday, I think I got to wind down Wednesday members only. We'll see if that does not change too. We'll see. But we'll be talking to him. And you better believe he's going for full custody and we'll get it. The chick is being held on a felony kidnapping charge, Simone. The baby daddy been speaking out about her. So yeah, I have no doubt. Tick he done playing nice with this chick. He's done as he should be. Yeah, and I agree. Whomever that's tied to her is gonna go through hell forever. It's a damn shame. When it comes to, I'll have to research and see how long she can say. Let's do that real quick. Let's do something real quickly. Move to new window. Let me see. All right, let's see. Let me ask Chat GPT. Baby, I'm going to show you what Chat GPT said. And this is what I hope is her fate. I asked. Now, let me see, because sometimes Chat GPT be showing my good mit. Where is it? Right here. Okay. So I typed in, how long can a person stay in jail for a felony kidnapping in Baltimore? And they said that they can face very long prison sentences. It can be up to the max penalty of 30 years. For child kidnapping, the penalty ranges from 20 to 30 years, depending on the child's age. They are absolutely going to go by the age of that child when she first came up missing, which was 10. I think she was 10 at the time. So yeah, on an average, 20 to 30 years. Maximum is the 30. Keep her in there. So that, to your point, Simone, the daddies may not have to deal with that, period. You know what I mean? Keep her in there for as long as you can. She's a danger to those children. She's a danger to the men that she's been with. She's a danger to women because she's jealous that every woman want whoever man that she with. She's a danger to pets. She's a danger to her own damn children. Keep her in there forever. Okay? Period. I ain't thinking about y'all. Oh, child. You watched it yesterday and cried like a baby. What you watch? Oh, you talking about you're talking to, well, you couldn't have watched that yesterday, Tyra. What you watched yesterday and cried? But I got emotional. I was watching while I was driving the homegoing service for Nolan Xavier Wells. You guys, please continue to send prayers up to his parents and family and real friends. Continue to pray for justice. Shout out to anybody that's donated to the GoFundMe. I did. Shout out to them big bosses that donated. We had Al Sharpton a day, and he donated 50,000. And then he mentioned while he was talking that Tyler Perry must have been watching because he called him or texted him and said he'll match the 50K. That's for a reward. That's outside of the GoFundMe. That's for people to get to talking. I don't give a damn what nobody say. He wasn't stranded on an island by himself. When we saw videos of them on Horn Island, you saw people everywhere, not only on land, but in the water. Nothing will ever make me believe that Nolan decided to stay out there by his goddamn self. Nothing will ever make me believe that if he was on a boat with people leaving that island, that he just jumped off. Somebody absolutely unalived him. We'll go through more of the GPS data that's been released throughout the weekend and all of that. But if you go back to my first video of this, I said that I believe that he was on the boat, with the friends that he came to Horn Island with. Something happened on that boat. I believe that they took that boat to the judge's home that released that statement, and either somebody else transported Nolan's body to another boat, but they absolutely drove that body back out there and dumped it. Don't forget, we went through in members only how the body wasn't waterlogged or anything. So if the authorities want to say that he drowned, his body didn't take on all that water. His lungs didn't take on all that water. Now, his body was absolutely in the water a couple hours enough where that water will still do damage to his skin. So I absolutely understand why his mama didn't have an open casket. But he didn't have the internal damage of a drowning victim. Drowned how? Because people were everywhere. How? I never believed the story. He could have been interested in a little girl. Let me not say that. She said he left with the same people he came with. It's too many discrepancies, and nobody is going to make me believe that there's no foul play involved. There's absolutely foul play involved. Shout out to Al Sharpton. If you did not hear what he had to say during that service today, go back, because he talked about the history of Mississippi. He even gave a story about how roaches scatter when you turn on the lights in the kitchen. It was deep. So justice. Hey, Rainey, for Nolan Wells, so sad. All right. I can't get myself in the mood where I'm about to get sad. Because yes, we've all been angry about that and sad. His mom, looking at her today and throughout, broke my heart. To the ignorant people that sent her a picture with Al Sharpton and Ben Crump saying that all they want is money. And Al Sharpton mentioned that today. I'm going to show you how much I'm not about the money. I'm going to put up $50,000 for a reward. But I can't talk about it now. I'm still getting over, ain't no getting over that. But you guys know what I dealt with this weekend. So still dealing with that. But again, this live has helped. I appreciate you guys. And then I'm gonna see this poll. Let me see. Let me end this poll. End poll. All right. It's still 7% that are still on Alicia's side, child. Okay, I ain't mad at y'all. I respect 98 votes. 93% voted for Mr. Tigger, and 7% voted for Alicia, child. And for the 7%, you guys have a right to your opinion. Absolutely. What I'm going to say, though, I hope that none of your kids, nephews, brothers, male family members, period, run across an Alicia. Okay? You know. The court set Black people up for failure in these types of situations. You allow nonsense to drag on. No different from Melody and Martell. You would rather see people suffer for what they build. Excellent point. Excellent point. 1, 2, 3, 4. C. Jackson. Make sure to join me on Wednesday. I told you guys I'm going back down memory lane, but there is some current things that's going on that I heard about that we'll be talking about when it comes to Martell. Martell, we on your earth, okay? Just like we on Alicia's earth, we on your earth too. Because Melody Cherie ain't no damn Alicia. All this lady wanted was her piece. And he's the Alicia in this situation. Crazy ass. Oh, child, don't get me started. Okay. All right. I thank you guys. I'm not reading your comment, Val Gordon, but I had the same thing done for my fur baby. I gotta go. Y'all ain't about to do this. We ain't about to talk about it. I've been crying since Saturday morning. Eyes still swollen. Had to wear sunglasses today. But I love you guys. Prayers going up for anybody that's lost a child, loved one, pets, anything. Continuous prayers going up to you guys. Yeah, I was about to say something else in regards to my fur baby, but I'm not. D said, I definitely feel for the kids. The way her older son was telling him to stop and the baby was crying in the background triggered me. My mom was DV'd by her second. I had to pull him off plenty of times. So sorry to hear that, sis. And yeah, it's triggering for real, you know. And prayers going up to you. DV is nothing to play with. And it's definitely not anything to play with when you making that shit up. It's not. As Simone said earlier, you will make people not believe the real folk out here that go through it. And yeah, look, I don't know. What we do know is Tigger he's slow. I hate to say it, Tigger, if you listen to this, you're giving slow vibes by some of the movements that you made. I don't want to speculate and put my thoughts into this, but just like she dropped down on her knees by that door, we saw her drop down where her son was filming. A woman that moves like her, thin line between love and hate. Martin Lawrence and what's her name? I love her. The actress, Lynn Whitfield. Sat there and injured herself, had bruises everywhere, everything. So I'm not going to say 100% that the door did it. Because Tigger probably said, oh shit, let me get up off her, and probably went on about his damn business. She probably knocked herself in the damn eye. She said her husband didn't do it. Hey, Lulu B. She said her husband didn't do it. After that, I ain't no offense. She is not a victim. She victimizes anyone who doesn't go along with her plans. Yes. And Simone, who attempts to leave her crazy earth. He's gonna do all of that. You know, a lot of people, and I'm one of them, feel like that, and rightfully so, Big Tigger is plugged out there in them ATL streets. He's been there all his life, from what I understand, or especially his work history. And yeah, he's plugged, meaning he got connections. But I don't think any connection had to come into play to try to make it look like he didn't do some shit that she accused him of. Again, the state would have picked up the case. I saw him hovering over the top of her, I ain't gonna keep going through it. So, but Jacqueline, to answer your question, all his ducks will be in a row. You best believe that. And she would never see my son again if I was Tigger. I wouldn't take him to no jail to visit her or nothing else. Prayers going up to the missing child and the emotional toll that this mom has taken on her, the 13-year-old boy, the 4-year-old, and Big Tigger's baby has gotten out in enough time. That baby is 1.5. He'll forget all of this, including her ass. Okay, that's fine, because I'm out of here, child. I've been here 2 hours and 10 minutes. I thank you guys. I thank you so much. Oh, Misha, I'm leaving, sis. Well, I'm just saying your comment at 508. I'm out of here. Let's see. The witch came out here on these internet streets with the bruises. Sure did, Linda Gamble. Okay. You listen to a content creator go through the entire court filing that Tigger filed yesterday, detailing everything, and the stuff she was doing was crazy. She was a walking red flag and manipulator. If it was this doc, and we're going to go through all of them, Misha, but if it was this doc, shout out to the content creator. This is one of many. So this one was the 29 pages, but here's everything. And we're going to go through it all, child. You do have to pay, which I did. So for this one, I think I paid like $14, $14.50 or something for that one. But based off of the number of pages, you pay for them per page, and they let you know. I love this compared to how Illinois is. Illinois, you got to send them an email, tell them the case number. It's a mess, child. But this, you pay for it and you download it right away. So, Misha, we'll be going through everything. And you're right, red flags galore. But not only in this case, in previous cases with her. So that's a message that we all need to follow. Y'all better run some background checks, run several. Because the first one may have missed something on whoever you meeting that's new. I ain't meeting nobody. But child, because I'll be just like Alicia. I'll be locked up somewhere. Yes, I would love that. Now, look, you may not have to wait for phone calls from prison, child, because, let me write that down as well. Zoom. Sometimes it takes a little longer. Phone calls. And plus, I got something else in the work when it comes to body cams that may be on my backup channel. Child, this stuff is intensive that you got to go through to get things. But, child, if I find them first, you'll hear them over here, child. Phone calls. They'll charge you for hurting a pet harder than hurting people sometimes. Yeah, they strict laws. Yeah, she gonna get them. She gonna get them. So, like I said, Mr. Tigger had to learn the hard way. And whatever it was that caused him, hey, Miss Shar, to file for divorce in February, it is too bad that he didn't stick to that. I believe that if this lady keeps saying ABU, she can assume a new identity and start over. They give her a new name and social. It makes it harder to track her. Well, innocent instigator. That's what I thought happened before when it comes to the kidnapping charges and all of that. Because I don't understand how she had been able to operate like she did with her real name all these years. Because she claimed abuse on three different men before Tigger. And you're right. But however, with everything that's coming out now, I don't think that's going to happen. They don't believe her. She had strict orders when the police showed up to retrieve some of his things. She didn't open the door. She was sticking out that damn sunroof, tearing up the property, outside, inside, cameras, with her kids in the G-Wagon. I think that, unfortunately, she attempted to run out of state. So I don't think there's another starting over for her at all. Thank God. We'll see. But I don't think it's going to happen, sis. I don't. Yvette, thank you so much, sis. Yvette said, thank you for your hard work. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you guys for letting me hit my goal, child. It is worth being here 2 hours and 15 minutes. Let me properly thank Yvette for spinning it.
Spend that shit, spend that shit, spend that shit, baby, spend that shit. Woo!
My favorite part. Woo! Thank you, Yvette. I appreciate you. You can be charged harsher for animal cruelty than a human. Yes, thank you for supporting the channel, all of you guys. Let me see. Shout out to Teresa Wright, Leia's grandma, Danya, Kathy Johns, April. April just said love in the commentary. Did I get you spin that? Tyra and Yvette. I'm gonna play it again for all of you guys, and then we getting out of here for real. I gotta pay attention to my lonely dog, child. He missing his siblings.
Spend that shit, spend that shit, spend that shit, baby, spend that shit. Woo!
He and I both are over here grieving. Okay. Shout out to you guys. Yeah, they better not. And I think that they won't, hopefully, because the baby daddy absolutely got a case against them. The chick was hiding in plain sight under Alicia Brown. So what I don't know, I did take a screenshot of that Baltimore case number. I'll look into that tomorrow. I'm going to rest my brain and all of that tonight. But I'll look into that Baltimore case number, see what we can find out. Because it's possible that she was going by a different last name back then. I don't think so, because I think that, right, that couldn't be, because the daughter is Alea Brown that's missing. And her name is Alicia Brown. Baby, I will sue the ish out of them. Sue the ish out of them, okay? Mr. Tigger, get up off her, Mr. Tigger. Why you slam her? Do I still got that video up? Let's look at it again, child. For the 7%. For the 7%. Let me go ahead and remove this thumbnail. She didn't hurt Max like that. That's a damn shame. And them kids. Don't get me wrong. Y'all know I love the kids. Pay close attention, because I just cannot. I just can't. Let me make this larger. Fake crying and everything. Notice, again, the son called him Tigger, Mr. Tigger, and she called him Tigger. That was all a part of her gang. You know, she called her husband Darian or D or honey or baby or whatever. But she wanted it to be known and caught on camera that Mr. Tigger and Tigger did this. This was a complete setup. Girl, go away from me with this. All right, we're going to look at this again, and then we are out of here. Do I have it up? I do. Let's see. Y'all see that wrestling move, baby? She dropped down and slid.
You don't need to leave me for. Get off. What do you need for? Get off. Please get off. As soon as you give me my phone. Please get off. It's my phone. Please get off. Register in my name. Please get off. Give me my phone. You're sticking my ear in my ear. Sorry.
Now look, I have to pause right here, because the next thing she's going to say is, you're manhandling me. Now y'all see Tigger. He's just trying to get that phone from under her stomach, child. She made sure to slide down like she was sliding the home plate, and then turn over so she can put her full body weight on top of that phone. But listen to this part again.
Give me my phone. Please get off of me. You can say that before. Girl, fucking manhandling. I'm not manhandling.
He stood up. She said, you manhandling me. Child back. Now, son is positioned. Son, we're going to come through this door right here. Make sure you're standing in that corner with that camera angle.
My phone.
Tigger, get off
my phone.
She dropped down. And who was that? Jacqueline or D? I think that was D that said, you know, the child screaming in the background, the baby crying in the background. The 4-year-old was there as well. And the 13-year-old recording. That's heartbreaking.
Do you not see all them clocks? Why did you do that? Yes, you did.
Oh, I hate to keep rewinding. Look at the drop. She needs to sign up for WWE. Take a look. She dropped her damn self.
You not see all them clocks? Why did you?
My phone.
Tigger,
Give
get
me
off.
my phone.
Do you not see all them clocks?
Give me my phone.
Why did you?
I'm not doing that.
Yes, you did.
She dropped.
I cannot, girl. Not my son, especially if he thought I was being hurt. Right. They just got married. You are correct, in October 2025, and he initially filed for divorce in February 2026. Pulled it off the table. I know he kicking his own arse, because had he stood by that when he filed and had her removed from them premises, she got 2 houses. She don't need to stay here. I filed for a divorce. We wouldn't have seen any of this. But still, justice for Leah Brown. Where that child at? Let's see. Yeah, she dropped. He was being gentle with her. If he wanted to get his phone back, it would have been handled faster. Look, I don't care, ladies, before I go, how big and strong and tough you think you are. One thing you cannot do is handle a man. So to Jacqueline's point, if Tigger wanted to use her and get his phone, please believe he would have done that. She can't handle him. His strength compared to hers. Come on now. Okay, I gotta go. All right, we'll talk about it, Jacqueline. You think he knew her history, but convinced him that she has no longer behaved like that, allegedly. I respect what you got to say, child. He crazy than a Betsy bug if he did. All 4 her baby daddies are victims of her abuse of law enforcement and the legal system. Totally agree. There's a man in prison, okay? I didn't know that she met him in a casino, but I know exactly who you're talking about. And I'll read it, Misha. I had to double check and read through first before I put it on the screen. Misha said there's a man in prison that she met at a casino and alleged that he committed SA on her. He's been in prison for 11 years and has always claimed innocence. Right. His new girlfriend spoke out on video. I think we watched that in members only last week. So Misha, Misha, you're not a member. But yeah. Now for him, I ain't about to come out here and slang and bang for him yet. But based off of her history, I absolutely think that it's fake charges. And I do hope that they take a look. I really, really do. She said that he raped her. And he spoke about, we looked at his video. No, we read what he had to say and looked at the chick's video. But what he had to say is they were at a hotel. He had left. He went back for something. He was down in the lobby. And next thing you know, what did she do? Came flopping down on that lobby floor, just like she flopped down on that floor in that house. So this chick is dangerous. Dangerous. Okay. Ooh, I love that woo. Okay. I gotta go. I love you guys. Thank you guys again for joining me. Prayers up for Vi. I didn't see what you put, sis. But I'm in a fragile state right now, so I can't read too many of you all's comments anyway. However, you guys know that I pray for you all daily, and I do. I hope you pray for me too. You know, let's continue to have fun like we do on these YouTube streets, all that other ish. I ain't down for none of it. Thank God that I've been able to stay away from it. Miss Shar, you say she deserves an Oscar, child. Oscar. And then said, get out for me, girl. You the one fell down. You failed. Okay, she met him in a Delaware casino. Okay, I'll see what else. Obviously, something else has been released, but I did see his. I don't know if this girl is another baby mama. But I did see what she had to say about her man being in jail because of Alicia Brown. And I'll look it up. That's what I'll do. I promise you guys. I'm going to look up that other case number and I'll see if I can get access to his case as well. And we can just play Inspector Gadget. Okay. But thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining me for this video. I had planned on being here an hour. I needed these 2 hours, and before my cutie sisters holler at me, I'm about to eat for the first time today. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and end it before I hear what they have to say or see a comment. I love you guys. Bye.
Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. With QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT.